So
I wasn't even playing tournament pinball a year and a half ago.
And
I didn't know it existed like this.
Now you're 27th best in the world.
Yeah.
So we're lucky to have Eric fresh back from his triumphant visit to the championships in Europe. He's going to show us some not necessarily Johnny Mnemonic playing techniques, but just some things you can do to improve your playing the way he has over a very short period of time. Take it away.
Okay, well, I'll introduce myself. I'm Eric Stone. I've been playing since I was 4 years old. So, I mean, I didn't start playing pinball a year and a half ago, but my parents brought me to Captain Fantastic back in 1979. So fairly new at that time, a couple of years old. And as a kid, I just started playing pinball. I moved to New Hampshire from New Jersey, right near Fun Spot. You guys know, I'm sure you heard of Fun Spot, New Hampshire. About a mile away. So as a kid, I could walk there. So it was quite an experience growing up near Fun Spot. And then Weirs Beach, if you're familiar with that, there's several arcades there. And just been playing pinball for a long time. Walter Day, who ran Twin Galaxies, he put on world record qualifying over at Fun Spot. So I met him back in 1999, and he said, yeah, you need, say, 20 billion on this game in order to get the world record. So I'd play and try to get it. And I got a few of those, and then just recently, about a year and a half ago, realized that tournament pinball is huge. And it seems like pinball is starting to come back. Now Stern's really making some great games, and you've got Spooky and Jersey Jack. So we got a few pinball companies now. After Bally and Williams decided around 2000 to stop making pinball machines and go into the slot machine business, Stern was really the only company making pinballs. So this is actually my favorite era in the 90s, Johnny Mnemonic. And it's a Williams machine, and I'm not really going to go through the rule set of this, but I do want to just show you some tips and tricks to, maybe get better control of the ball. And that's what I'm all about when I'm playing pinball. Always trying to get control of the ball, trying to cradle the ball on one flipper or the other, maneuvering to where I have the ball on the flipper I want so that I can make the shot that I want. So obviously, how many people are not familiar with this game at all? Okay, so there's a few. All right, so in my opinion, there's a couple of objectives here. You've got some modes right here. You've got 5 modes and then a power down, which is a wizard mode. And you start the mode by shooting up the middle. That's a good way to get some points. It'll light these white triangles in various spots, and they'll be worth 50 million, 70, 90, 110, various points. Multi-ball, of course, is the main objective of a lot of pinball. And what you do is you shoot Crazy Bobs, and that lights the lock on the first go-around. And you've got 3 lock shots, up the middle, the spinner, and the right loop. And so once you shoot a lock shot, then it actually tells you this grid. There's 9 lights here, and I don't know if you can't really see it, but I'm not going to try to move the camera. Either way, each light corresponds to some sort of award, whether it's a light extra ball, there's a video mode, there's 100 million points, etc. And once you get 1 lock, you hit Crazy Bobs, that lights the second lock. So this is a key shot right here. And one thing that I always look for is, what is it going to do when it kicks out of here? Is there a way I can control when it kicks out of any? And that's just, that's any pinball machine, not just this one. This one's rather difficult. Johnny Mnemonic is a fast game, and so you've really got to be on your toes with this one. I definitely wouldn't consider this a beginner game for anyone. Anyway, so once you light the 3 locks, you try to get 3 in a row in this grid, and your jackpot should triple. And each light here, each spot corresponds to a certain jackpot, whether it be a ramp, a loop, or one of the jet lanes. So my main objective first would be to try to get multi-ball. So I want to get the ball on this flipper and get Crazy Bobs, and then when it comes out, I've got 3 shots. I can make that middle shot with this flipper, but it's easier with the left flipper. So again, I'm just going to show you different ways that I maneuver the ball in order to get the ball from one flipper to the other to where I want, so I can make the shot. So we'll start this up, and main objective of this game is just going to be to get multi-ball, and then we'll talk about during multi-ball trying to control the balls. So most games nowadays, they have a skill shot. This skill shot's fairly simple. And again, you probably can't see it, but there's 3 lanes at the top. One is blinking, and you can change it with a flipper. So when the balls bounce around up there, you want to change it to where it's going to be it's going to fall in the lit lane. So we'll do that. Again, you can't see it. It's not a big deal. Now see when it comes down. See how it hits that bumper? So it comes down out of here, and you don't have any control. Look at that. Now that time it was a little more forgiving. It hit the bottom of the sling here, and a lot of times you look for that. If it's the bottom of the sling, you can hold that flipper up, and a lot of times it'll go. If it's coming down at the right angle, and of course I can't reach with my hand, it'll do that. And that's what you want. You want it to hit that sling, come down here, and then try to have some sort of control. So it looks like lock is, on this particular Giant Mine, lock's lit from the start. So I'm just going to hit the lock, get that going, and again, it's telling me right now what those holes are. So I'm just going to drop it in a hole because, again, this isn't really a tutorial. We're just trying to make it a little bit easier. Now the second ball will automatically kick out, and it's going to kick out all the way around. So I can try to catch it with this flipper. It's very difficult on this game. Okay, now you see that? When it came all the way around, if you flip it right as the ball gets there, it kind of kills the ball. This game is plays really fast. It's difficult to do that, but that was successful there. Now, I want to hit crazy bobs. I got on the wrong flipper. I've got a couple options. I can shoot this ramp. It'll come back here, and it'll bring me to the flipper, but it's going to be coming, you can shoot it, like I say, on the fly. I'd rather shoot it where it's cradled. So, if you do a quick flip, you bounce this ball against this post, and then it'll bounce over to here. It's called a post transfer. So let's see if it works on this. Just like that, and then you can shoot the shot. Now, you can do that on any game, and once again, watch how this kicks out. It's not a forgiving kick out. I've noticed practicing, I hold that up, and then I can do that. Okay, so there's a little bounce. Now, say I don't flip at all. Say, okay, well, what happens when I don't flip? So we're going to see how it kicks out. Okay, pretty close to the same thing, but you've got to be ready with this flipper. Sometimes they'll kick out, you'll bounce here, bounce on this side, and then you can just flip it up and you're good. But on this Giant Mine, and again, this game plays really fast, so it's difficult to trap it that way. So again, we're going to do this, hold the flipper up, and that was nice. So now I'm going to shoot. I was going to shoot the right. So always try to gain control. Now see the lock shot? Here are the 2 lock shots, but when the mode is, the start mode is lit, it's not going to lock the ball for me. So now, see what mode am I in? So now I want to shoot the right triangle. So you give it a little bounce. So here you go. You let gravity take over, right? And you go like this. It worked better when it did it on its own. Bounce over. And now I can hold the ball. Now I can make a shot. Now the next shot is over on the right loop. I give it, as it's coming down here, I can give it a bump like that, and it'll bump it over to this flipper, and then I just made the shot over there. So let's see that again. If you go bump it right when it's like that, you can make the shot that you want to make. It's not easy, and now on some machines, what you can do is, when you make that bump, if you do it hard enough, you can actually get it back on this flipper and cradle it. And again, every machine's different, but if you know the tricks, it'll work. So here we go. Let's try it again. There we go. So you just give it a little bump like that, right as the ball is hitting the corner of the flipper. Let's see if it works on this side. I think it works on this side better. Yeah, there we go. In fact, it almost worked too good. So I don't even need to bump it. All I need to do. All right. This one, for some reason, it's a little inconsistent with most of the time. There we go. Okay, so again, not just on this particular game, but any game, you can hold the flipper out, give it a little bump right when it hits here, and see if it. And sometimes flippers will be at different angles. They may only be maybe higher, maybe lower. Some games, AC/DC, you can actually have it come down the ramp, and sometimes it'll just stay right there, and so you don't have to touch it, which is great. Okay, so let's go for the second lock, and I'm going to see if I can again hit the post, transfer it back over this flipper, so I can make one of the shots on the right. So there it is, And so now I have the ball under control again. So now I can make the shot or not make the shot. Now see how I bounced it? Let the ball bounce, let gravity take over, and then make the shot. Oh, that was an interesting spinner right there. Okay, I'm just going to shoot around the middle. Somewhere. Come on now. Okay, that spinner is a little wacky. Alright, so we'll just go for the loop. Get this over with. Alright, so again, I'm going to move the glove, which unfortunately you can't see up there, to get 3 balls in a row locked into grid. So there's the second. And I'm not trying for any special award, I'm just going through the motions to get multiple. So again, I'm going to try to catch the ball. Didn't quite catch it, but at least you slow it down. So when you shoot it around the loop, it's very hard to catch. There you go. Okay, another thing you've seen so far a couple times is when the ball's dropping, I try to catch it like that. Maybe not like that. Like that. So if the ball is coming to your flipper and you want to hold on to the flipper, you can do 2 things. You can either let it bounce and then trap it over here, or again, try to catch it. Don't do a ball save. And it's not the easiest thing to do, especially in a fast-playing game. But it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to work. And that did work. So let's try. It's easier in normal gameplay than it is like that right there, than me dropping the ball. I don't know why that is. So again, now I want to get crazy bobs because I want to get the 3rd lock for the multi-ball. So I'm going to transfer it by hitting this post, just doing a quick flip. Alright, well that did work. So there we go. So now we show this again, going up, giving a little bump, and now I'm back to the right flipper. Try to catch it. Alright, so now we're ready for crazy bobs. And again, I'm going to hold this flipper up, try to get the ball over here, and take a quick shot at the lock. Alright, that time it was friendly. So it let me trap the ball. Okay, so now we go for multi-ball. Now, in multi-ball, you're going to have a ball save. And I always say that, well, first of all, I got to throw this in the grid. During the ball save, take as many risky shots as you want, because the ball's coming back. So go for whatever jackpot. Like, I don't try to cradle the balls, I don't try to hold the balls, I just try to shoot as many jackpots as I can, because that ball went down and I know I'm getting it back. So I believe my 3 jackpots are the 2 ramps and the center loop. Okay, now the ball saves off. So what I'm going to do is exactly that. I've got 2 balls on 1 flipper, and this is very difficult to do. To try to get control in a 3-ball multi-ball like that without any balls going down. So now I can shoot a jackpot shot, I can shoot a ramp, and it helps to learn how to backhand the shots as well as shooting the regular. So I'm going to try to backhand that ramp. That's a jackpot right there. And again, after you shoot the shot, it's really hard to gain control, especially on this game. This game just plays so fast. For me, it's actually easier with a 2-ball multi-ball. So I'm going to try to backhand that ramp, which is difficult on this game. It's much easier to backhand there. Okay, so now I got 2 balls on 1 flipper. Wow, what do? If you do a quick flip, you can get the top ball up a little bit and then bounce it back and try to get over to this side. So for some reason the flippers are sticking with this. Let's try that again. Yeah, see that? See where I'm letting go? The flipper's staying up too long. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, well, it makes it difficult to show you, but we'll do it again. We'll get another multi-ball and we'll do it on this flipper. Okay, so now that I got the multi-ball out of the way, which really didn't turn out to be all that great, I'm gonna try to start a couple modes. So you see the white triangles. So single ball play. I'm going to try to hit those 4 shots. And those 4 shots are big. And again, when it comes out of there, here, notice what it does. Because when you play it for the first time, you're not going to know what the feed is coming out of this saucer or what it's like coming out of here. So again, I'm noticing that sometimes I'll get control. Now, see, I want it on this flipper. I want to shoot this ramp. So you let it bounce off of that, let gravity take control, bam, just like that, and then you shoot the ramp. I want to shoot the other ramp, where again, it's harder to shoot the ramp on the fly, so what I want to do is, I want to let it bounce, cradle the ball, and then I can shoot the ramp just like that. So now you're in what's called a Yakuza strike. And that was sometimes if the ball is right here, and you give it just a little shake, like I just did, you can save it off the tip of the flipper. So now, this Yakuza strike is basically a hurry-up, and you want to shoot as many ramps or loops as possible in a short period of time, so that you get the hurry-up reward. All right, I'm going to try to catch the ball. Okay, so again, flipping the flipper when the ball is right here enabled it to cradle the ball, and now I've got control again. So I can shoot the ramp, I can do whatever, shoot both ramps, shoot the orbit. So I'm gonna go for Crazy Bob right now. Again, there it is. So I got the ball coming down, and you flip it right as it gets to it, and sometimes you can do a nice clean, and it just rolls right back like that. And here, okay, so here's another thing. A lot of games, especially like AC/DC, Metallica, Game of Thrones, they'll have a feed that comes down out of this loop, okay? And sometimes it'll hit this bumper, or the sling, or it'll hit right up here, or it'll do that, and you'll wind up, the sling will wind up shooting it out the outlet. There's a couple ways you can maneuver to get this ball. Instead of hitting this, it'll come out a little bit and hit your flipper. So you can give it a little bump like that, and it'll direct the ball just a little bit to the left so that it might not hit this. And because if it hits this, if it comes down, it's that. You never know where it's going. That could easily went out. So again, when it's coming really fast and you're trying to catch the ball, sometimes you just want to slow it down. If you can slow it down and do exactly what I did there, I'm going to go all the way around. So I've been staying there for about 30 minutes. Guaranteed to get the high score. All right. So now you're going around, and you want to boom just like that. You have to have a good eye to see. If the ball's right here and you think, oh, the ball's going down, but you see it's off center, and like what I did there is I had the flipper up so it hit the tip of the flipper, went back to here, and then I could shoot the shot again. So let's try that again. Let's go around the loop. And let's try to catch it. Alright, so just slowing the ball down can get control of the ball. You don't necessarily have to catch the ball in order to get control. And then you can shoot the shot again. Iron Man is a good game to do that on. If you guys are familiar with Iron Man, when you shoot the loops, you light the bunker and then you start a multi-ball. So what you can do is, and it's a lot easier in Iron Man, to shoot around the loop, catch the ball, let it settle, shoot around the loop, catch the ball, let it settle. But this game, again, it plays fast. See, like I missed it. That time I flipped too late. But luckily I was able to get control of the ball. Well, nothing you can do about something like that. So that's a few of the tricks that you can do. And again, this is a very fast-playing game, so it's not necessarily the easiest. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to start a new game so I can get into multi-ball and show you more tricks during multi-ball. So let's start this over. Alright, so now I'm not going to touch the ball. I'm just going to play it as is, and whatever happens, happens. So the first thing again, I'm going to try to get that lock. Let it bounce off of this flipper, and sometimes you give it a little push. You're not going to tilt. This game's got a very loose tilt. I mean, in tournaments, okay, well maybe it doesn't happen. You live and learn, right? Always test the game the first time you play it, right? First time you play it, test the tilt. That's what I was doing when you guys came in here. Alright. But a little nudge like that, most of the time, is not going to tilt the game. So here we go. Now, you can see when I come out of here, it hit the sling, and I had this flipper up and ready to go. It came down here, came back, and I was able to cradle it and get control. So now I'm going to hit these two lock shots. And again, I'm going to hit this post, real quick flip, get the ball over to this side so I can hit that lock. And sometimes it'll do that. See that? So what you got to do is you got to do it either harder, like you do it like that, or you do it softer, like that. And right now, there we go. Now what I did on that is I waited till the ball was right about here on the flipper, and then I flipped fast. It gave me a different angle against this post that hit the post, hit the lane here, and got me over to this left flipper. All right, so there's lock one. So let's come on, glove. There we go. All right, so now I need to hit crazy bobs. Like that. Okay, when I hold them both up, see how the left flipper takes longer to come down? All right. And sometimes I tend to get fancy with it. All right, there we go. So now there's crazy bobs. Hold this flipper out, hoping it's going to hit here and bounce up over to here so I can make my lock shot. But again, it's a fast kick out, and it did. Look at that. Now Attack from Mars, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that game. When you hit the stroke of luck, a lot of times it'll come out, come right to this general area, bounce over to this flipper, or it'll come and you can just let the ball bounce from here to here. And it's a very consistent eject. This, it just comes out so fast. Okay, so right now I'm in a mode. I got 10 seconds left. I want to shoot this left loop. I could be fancy and try to backhand the left loop. All right, it works. Trying to catch the ball like that. Did catch it, but I slowed it down. Now I got control again. Let's try that. I felt good with that. All right, now that's how I try to get fancy. So now what I want to do is, again, I want to hit this post, transfer it over to here, and then shoot the loop. Let my time run out. So again, let's start multi-ball. Now that was a good example. Now you see that? When it came out here, I didn't shake it or do anything. Hit the sling, hit there, and went down. So I've seen people give it a little bump like that, or they just give it a little shake like that, if it won't tilt. So here we go, coming out of that. Now, I got it all set up for the lock, so here's lock two. Here's the boring part, waiting for the glove. There we go. All right. Come on. Let's go. Okay, not sure why I gave you my bonus. Should have done that. Oh, okay, yes, it should have, because that was the work. Okay, so now again, crazy bobs. I want to hit to light the lock. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to give a little shake like that, and I was able to catch it. See that? Before, when I didn't shake it coming out of here, it hit this sling, you don't know what's going to happen. You just give it a little shake like that, or you can, some people go like that. That's too much, obviously. Let's try that again. That's why I don't like doing it from the side. You give it a little shake like that. Again, so what you need to do is, you need to get a feel for how hard you're going to do this. And I don't like hitting the machine that way, so I just tend to give it a little shake like that. All right, enough of that. Oh, good. That was the end of the game. As I said, I wasn't going to touch the ball. This game, I'm not going to touch the ball. Good by hand. All right. So here we go. Coming down here, you have no idea what's going to happen. Hope that it comes to this flipper, and not quite. But you got a ball save on, so even if it doesn't, you're fine. Want to transfer this ball over the other side. That had a good bounce. If the ball's had a trajectory going this way, it's going to bounce and continue to go that way. That's just the law of motion. So that's why I didn't even try to shake it. Just let it bounce over here and come back to the flipper that I want to make my shot. And again, you know, these tricks and everything I'm showing you will not just work on this game, but other games. So I'm trying to catch it. Now that was a nice catch. That one didn't really bounce around. But I want to hit over here. I want to hit crazy bob. So I'm going to do that, transfer it over, hit this post, call post transfer, and then hit crazy bobs, or this crazy bobs. We'll hit it the second time. See how it comes out of there? Now that time it didn't come out well. Now this game has a feature where, So, now there, I could see the ball was going down, so I gave it a little shake right, I said I wasn't going to touch the ball, I lied again. Right as the ball got to here, give it a little shake to move the game, and it kind of moves the ball a little bit, hits the tip of the flipper, gets it back over to here. But again, if the tilt's really, really tight, you got to watch out, especially in tournaments. But in qualifying in tournaments, if you are playing in a tournament, that's where you kind of give the test, like, okay, how much can I get away with? Which usually isn't much. All right, I'm going to try to get this ball back over to here, which this side is tough. So, all right. Okay, now there's another trick. Okay, so basically, when the ball's coming to the flipper, I go like that, and what it does is, it stops the ball dead. Just, what do they call that, a live catch, a drop catch. The turns, either way, it's pretty cool. If your ball's coming down, oh, I got 2 seconds. Don't drop it on me. It's another way that you can control the ball, but you can, okay, well, it's a 2-ball multi-ball, so we'll play this just for fun. So I get the ball save on, so again, I can hit whatever I want. Okay, now I don't have the ball save on. So now I've got 2 shots, or 2 balls, 1 ball in each flipper. Ideal on 2-ball multi-ball. So I want to hit Crazy Bobs, but the problem is, when it comes out of Crazy Bobs, wow, what happens? Because the ball starts bouncing around, just try to control it. So I hit Crazy Bobs again. Okay, now this is what I want to show you before with this flipper. Hopefully I can do it. Just pop this first ball up a little bit. There we go. See that? All right. And because this flipper takes a little while to come back down, it makes it a little bit difficult. Usually, you know, I'll let go of the whole flipper, and the flipper's not even coming down. There we go. That's more like what I learned to do. But it's really difficult. All right. So let's get back into a regular multi-ball. And again, what I love doing is when it's coming down the flipper, don't let it do that. Again, it's so hard to recreate it. If it just happens on its own and it's natural, it's so much easier like that. So there's a catch coming down here. Instead of just flipping away, you flip right as the ball gets right about here, and it dents the ball, and bam, now you got your shot. Now you can shoot Crazy Bobs and see how it's going to come out of the air. All right, that's not bad. All right, so again, right as the ball gets there, flip up, and it just kills the ball. Now I can shoot a good shot or miss. Or didn't want to tilt that one. This microphone is dropping way down. All right. It's not going to touch the ball this time. I tell you that. It's not going to happen. At least not until I get the multi-ball. All right, come out of there. Okay, so now I've got control of the ball. I want to get the ball back over to here. Have you guys heard of a tap pass? Older games, especially Valley games, Harlem Globetrotters, Paragon, you can just kind of tap the flipper. I don't think it's going to work on this one. Oh, maybe it will. See, I tap the flipper and it bounced over to the flipper I wanted it to. I wouldn't advise doing it on a game like this, but it's a cool thing to do, especially Paragon when you're going for the drop targets over on the left, and Harlem when you're going for the drop targets on the right. Future Spa is another one where it's hard to get control, and if you have control on one flipper, it's hard not to get to the other flipper without doing a tap pass, because you can't just I'm touching it. You can't just go like this and try to get the ball on the other flipper. It just doesn't work that way, and you know it's not really working on this one that well either. But there it is. And again, I'm not waiting till it's cradled. I'm waiting till it's like out here, just a little bit, so it gives me a different angle on that. All right. So anyway, no touch. So let's try to get this multi-ball here, so I can show you something. All right. Come on, you guys. There we go. Oh, I don't have 3 in a row. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so now we got multi-ball. And again, ball save's going to be on maybe 10 seconds. So, left ramp. Oh, no. Alright, guys, I stink at this video mode. I'm just going to tell you right now. I am not good at this video mode whatsoever. And I've seen guys at Pittsburgh that crush this. There's 4 buttons basically, and you're trying to maneuver the buttons to chomp them. Oh, I had all 3 of them. Oh my gosh, am I going to do that? Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever done that before. Okay, wave 2 is going to be like impossible. So, yeah, there's 4 buttons, and you can see the direction. Well, you can't see it up on the screen. On the, that's what I want to do here. Go this way. Yeah, I'm starting to get good at this. Maybe. Okay, well, either way, yeah, video mode can be worth a lot of points. And, all right, so now we're multi-ball, so now we're going to go for some jackpots. Because now I got the ball stage going. Middle lane up top, which isn't the easiest. All right, so here we go. So what we're going to do is, yeah, I touched the ball. So, but in multi-ball, I wanted to. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get 2 on this flipper because I don't like the way, see how it's really difficult to do. So now I've got, don't do that to me, come on, dude. I am trying something else. Oh my gosh. That's why I don't play with the glass off. Here we go. Now we're going to get it. The hands don't work, use the legs. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pop that first ball up. No, I don't, because I've got 3 balls, so I want to keep those 2 there. So that's fine. Okay, now I want to pop this ball up and try to get it so it pops up. You don't want it to, I've got it where you pop it up and it goes right out the outlet. That's no good. Pop it straight up and have it come down. So you just do a quick flip like that. And now I've got 1 ball still. That's not fair. You're not supposed to do that. Come on now. Give it a little shake. And usually the ball will settle right back where I had it. No. There we go. Okay, so now I've got them up. So now I want to shoot this ramp over the right ramp. Maybe. Oh, so now I got Yakuza. So this is, now what I did there is I popped 1 ball up, and while the ball was popped up, I shot the shot, and the other ball still was right where I wanted. So we'll do that again, just like that. So now I got the same shot, and now I've got 1 ball in play. Then I caught it, so now I stopped it there. That may not be good. Stop it there. Never know how it's going to come out of racing balls. Oh no, not this again. All right. For this flipper, I'm going to try to. Come on, you can do it. There we go. No. I hate this left flipper. How it does that. We'll do this flipper because it looks so much better when you pop it up, shoot the shot. So now I don't have control, right? So now I need to get control of both balls. And of course, it goes with that. All right. I'll figure this out one day. Now, see, I caught that. I didn't need that last flip. There we go. So, okay, so my jackpot's at the top now. So what I need to do is I need to shoot. I'm going to use this flipper. Shoot the ball at the top. Try to hit that middle. And that's what's so hard. Because you've got 3 lanes at the top. What are the chances you get in the middle? Probably about 33%. So you just got to keep on doing it. Now there, if I didn't flip, that ball was going down. But fortunately, I was able to get control. So we'll try to shoot back up, try to get that jackpot, that middle. I know how to get the jackpot. We'll just put it there. There we go. Okay, that's easier than spending 5 minutes. Now, no, don't get out yet. Okay, so what I want to do is, this spinner, I don't know if you can see that spinner. Probably not. It's actually at an angle like this instead of like this, so when the ball hits it, it stops the ball from going through. It needs to be adjusted. Okay. So again, now I'm not going to touch the ball until it goes down. See, I got a free game, so now I don't need to touch the ball. The whole point is to get a free game, right? Down. Gave it a little shake because I could see it was going toward the middle to catch that corner of the flipper. So now look where the 2 balls are. Well, it's ideal when the 2 balls are right here. So you give it a little shake like that, and now I got the 2 balls right where I want them. I can shoot the 1 up, and then try to make my shots with the other. And I get greedy, and while that ball's up there, I can try to make jackpots. Now try to catch the ball before the other ball comes down. And these things kill you. All right, now I gave it a little shake. I gave it a little shake when it's bumping around here to hit this to get it back into the lane. That time it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so we'll do it again. We'll shoot this and then shoot the ramp, and now I have control again. Catch the ball like that. We'll shoot. See if that spinner shot is going to be nice. Sometimes you gotta let the other ball go. There's a little shake to get it coming down so it doesn't hit the sling. And we'll shoot that spinner again. There it is. That time it didn't even hit the spinner. The spinner's almost flat, but that's good. So it's key. Shake it a little bit. Get it out. It's key during multi-ball to be able to get control. Because how many jackpots can you get when you've got one ball here and you're playing with the other ball? Even if the other ball does great, at least you're still playing, right? So I'm not sure what jackpot it is. Probably the middle. Okay, I don't even care about that. So I'm trying to think what else.
Do a loop pass on this one?
I think that's pretty much most of the tricks, most of the techniques that I do on
Question
this.
for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if a person has one machine at home,
Yep.
and it's a fairly modern machine, should they be taking the glass off and just like dropping
Yeah,
over
why not?
and over?
Yeah, don't get used to it, obviously. To be honest, this is the first time I've ever done it this way. It's kind of fun. I can get the shots I need. Yeah, if someone owns one machine or a couple machines, yeah, take the glass off. See what the bounces are gonna produce. You know, and again, if you've got saucers like this, see what happens. What happens when I just walk away from it? You know, how is it gonna bounce? Okay, well that was nice. You know, that was forgiving. Now, how consistent is it? Is it gonna do that same thing again? Well, this one is not, unfortunately. See, this time it bounced and it went all over the place. And see how the loops are gonna, you know, shoot the loop. See how it comes down. Do I need to shake it a little bit to get it out from this and get it over this way? Or will it come down and give me a nice feed? It's all about, to me, it's all about the feeds coming from the loops, coming from the saucers, and in this case, I don't even know what to call that, but whatever, you know, coming from there. I've seen a lot of giant mnemonics where when it comes down from here, you'll hit this sling, and it'll go straight to this flipper, and then you'll have control of this one. And again, you know, the playfield may be a little whack or it plays really fast. So yeah, I definitely advise if you got a machine at home, you're having fun with it. You're not playing in a tournament. You just, hey, let's see what this does. Now, I wouldn't get to wizard mode, which is kind of beating the game. I wouldn't take the glass off to beat the game because I want to see what happens if I beat the game. So Iron Man, there's what they call it do or die multi-ball. If you get all the super jackpots with all 5 objectives, complete all 5 objectives, then you get this do or die multi-ball. I've never seen anybody do it. I've never done it, but I'd never take the glass off and, you know, put the ball where it needs to be in order to do that, because then it'd be like, oh, that's no fun. But again, if you're just trying to practice your shots, practice the techniques, yeah, sure, take your glass off. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Does anybody have questions?
Yeah, what's your favorite maybe double slap or move to save a ball if it's coming pretty much down the center?
Okay, so yeah, so I didn't really talk about slap saves. My favorite slap save is when I can save the ball and then the ball actually goes up a ramp, or, you know, because you're not just saving the ball, but you actually made a shot as you're saving the ball. It's going to be hard to duplicate. Well, there's your slap save. I hope he doesn't get upset. So yeah, I guess we're not going to be showing a slap save. That's
Is it left hand, right hand?
well, it all depends. It all depends. If the ball is a little bit left to center, then it's left right. Because what you want to do is the first is just gonna tap it enough to get it to the other side of the flipper. So you do boom, like that. So the first boom is going to get the ball just a little bit to the right of center, and then the second is going to shoot it back into play.
Okay.
And yeah, we're not going to do that this time, unfortunately. Did you see that?
Did you see those?
Oh. So, but yeah, you know, say I've got a lock lid for multi-ball, and it's my third ball, and the ball's coming just barely left the center, and I do a slap save, and I go boom, boom, and I shoot this, and it backhands the spinner. Wow, that's pretty cool. I made the save, and I got the multi-ball going. So that would be my favorite.
Eric, how do you figure out like how far you can shake it to not trigger the tilt? Shake that smoothie.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's a good question. You know, a lot of the Stern games, the newer games, you can get away with like 1 ace, and it'll give you like 2 aces. That only gave me 1, so okay, let's do it again. Okay, that's time to tilt. So, like most of the modern games, you can get away with 1 decent shake, but you know, I've seen games where my friend's got a circus Voltaire, and you go like that, it's danger, tilt, just like that.
Okay.
And so, basically, that's why, you know, if you're in a tournament or whatnot, you want to kind of test the game before you really start getting into it, so you know your limits. Because I mean, if you got, you know, you got 2 million points and you've got the power down lit, and you're all ready to go, and you make a save and you go like this thinking, oh, I'm good at the tilt. It's like, oh my gosh, I just lost a ton of points, you know. So yeah, you definitely want to test the tilts.
I'm sorry, just to follow up. Is there any like speed at moving it that helps to?
I've noticed that when you do it fast, like that, see, that didn't even give me a warning.
Okay.
But if you do it slow, then the tilt knob goes. And yeah, so the quicker you can shake it, to me the better. I mean, you know, shake it. Not there, get out of there. Yeah, too much work.
Thank you.
But to me, you know, I don't want to focus on shaking the game because that's not pinball. But you know, it happens if in a tournament, you know, you're playing for $1,000 or $2,000. You're doing anything you can to try to, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm a bit nudging challenged.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn how to add it because obviously being able to bump it so it doesn't rely on how the outlane is a great skill to have. And the thing that I'm challenged with is it always seems like I realize I should nudge it after it's done. My question to you is, do you tend to nudge any time it's heading in that direction, or do you wait to see the trajectory?
well, yeah, you know, when it's so stay down and didn't listen. It's very difficult when you're talking about outlanes because, come on, a lot of outlane drains are when you hit the sling and it just goes right. It'll hit the bottom of this post and go straight down. And to me, you know, I don't think there's really anything you can do about it. If I see the ball going that way and you know the rubbers are on, you're gonna do that to me, right? By the way, you hit a switch and it'll stop doing ball search. That's why I'm doing that. If I see it doing this, I can nudge it like that. I'll try to nudge it if I see it going this way because maybe it'll pop it back. Now that just went straight down, but it'll. Now see what it did there? So by nudging it, I hit this post, I hit the bottom of this, and it brought it back into play. If I didn't, it would have hit this and maybe not made it up to the top of this and drain. It's a hard technique to master. I don't even have it mastered. I don't know if anybody has it mastered. But it's, you know, when I see it coming like that, if I see it coming on the top of the sling, and I know that if I nudge it, it might go here, bounce up, and go out like it just did there, I'll do it. Because I don't want to take a chance of it going here, and uh-oh, now what's going to happen? There it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but if the ball's here and the trajectory looks like it's going down the outlane, well, you can't really nudge it. It's not going to do anything. The ball's still going to be going, you know, in that direction. But when it gets to these rubbers, then maybe you can, you know, give it a little push up, and maybe it'll hit this rubber, hit there, and then go down the inlane. So you kind of experiment, and every game is different too. So.
How much research do you do about games like online? Do you check out like rule sheets?
Yeah, I do. Where I grew up in New Hampshire, Fun Spot, Weir's Beach, there's really no Stern games. They've got Monopoly, Lord of the Rings, and The Simpsons. Nothing, you know, newer than that. So when I started playing in tournaments a year and a half ago, you know, I'm seeing all these great games that come out. I'm thinking, wow, you know, how do I play this? If you go to YouTube, I just type in, if I want to learn how to play Metallica, type in Metallica tutorial. And Bowen Cairns, which he's from Salem, he does great tutorials for Papa. And he'll go through 30 to 45 minute detailed rule set. So he'll play a game like I did, but he'll say, okay, I'm going for the locks. This is exactly what it does. This is exactly what the ramp does, this ramp. And so most of the games have some sort of tutorial that explain the rules, or you can just look up. Giant Robotics got a yeah, right, exactly, yeah. So, but yeah, I always look up the rules when I'm in a tournament. In fact, the tournament here, there's a couple games I've never seen. Hoops, you know, I've never seen that game. So I'm going to go on YouTube and look up and see. There's probably not a tutorial, but there's gameplay. So you can watch people playing the games and kind of get a feel for, you know, what are they going for. And some of them will actually speak while they're doing it, so you know what they're doing. But most of the time, you're just watching them play, and they've got the score, so you can see, you know, what the shots are giving the high score.
2 questions.
Yep.
Back to when the ball was going to the outlanes to drink.
Yeah.
The nudge, is it a 12 and 6 o'clock nudge, 3 9 o'clock nudge, or neither? Just a combination of an angle?
I would say it's a combination of kind of, I guess it would be, what, a 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock nudge? Because you're trying to get it out. So you don't want to go straight up with it. You know, you want to kind of try to nudge it so that when it's, you know, if that was the 12-6, and that didn't, and it's hard to recreate this with the glass off, but, you know, if, yeah, that was, yeah, it's so hard to recreate it like that. I mean, yeah, I would say, and I can't play it this way, but I would say more of a 5 to 11 kind of pushing it this way, rather than just up and down. Or, I mean, I've seen a lot of guys where they'll hit it right here, and I mean maybe it works for them, but to me, I see that as kind of pointless. But maybe it works for them. But you're not gonna have the ball right here and go like that. You know, I mean, I whacked it pretty hard, and it didn't. You know, can I really get that ball back by hitting the back of it? I don't know. That's why I just like a little. And I wonder if I can recreate it. Probably not. Yeah, if the ball is just stationary, it's going down. It's got to be moving toward that, and then you nudge it right at the right time. But again, it's so hard to do.
The second question I have is a matter of preference. It's probably based upon whatever pinball you actually grew up on.
Right.
With the advent of video games placed on pinball machines, what's your philosophy and concept of having a video portion of it on it?
Oh, like a video mode? I like it. This video mode is very difficult. You've got 2 buttons on each side, and I think it's more difficult keeping this microphone up. There we go. It's so hard with this video mode, as if any of you were able to see. You know, you've got 4 different directions, up, down, left, and right, and you're trying to maneuver this little square, you know, against these things that are moving in all sorts of directions. It's very difficult. Attack from Mars has got a pretty cool video mode where, you know, ships are coming down. If you're trying to shoot, you know, you just go back and forth. Star Trek Next Generation's got a cool video mode with a maze, and there's a pattern there. So once you know the pattern, you can really, you know, master it. And I mean, even with this video mode, once you get the feel for moving that and scarfing those things up, then you get a lot of points.
For a video mode?
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, as long as the video mode is about 5% of the game, 10% of the game. You know, now you start half the game's video mode, half the game's not. But I don't think Pinball will ever come to that. So yeah, I think video mode's a cool addition. Yeah, Baby Pac-Man was. But I would always try to get into the pinball part of it. And then once you got into the pinball part, then you'd have to play the game until you die. Yeah. Well, you got the other Pac-Man game from the 80s. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man. I mean, hey, I like that. It's not necessarily a video mode, but you're still. It takes you from one part of the game to a totally separate part, which is kind of cool because you can't drain, you can't lose the ball during a video mode. You know, so you're like, all right, I got 5, 10, 15 seconds worth of play, you know, and you're getting points, and you don't have to worry about losing the ball either. Any other questions?
Other questions? Well, you know, the thing that is most important about learning from someone who's a better player is just the way you finally can believe that something is doable.
Right.
And that you can get that from watching the videos, and so you combine that with having at least one game at home that you can practice on, explore gravity, really learn the way of the ball. And,
right.
But just knowing that you could, a person can do something.
Right.
There is a person in the world who, on certain games, it's in the outlane already, has a sequence of bounces to walk it back up the outlane.
Yeah.
Now that I've told you that, you probably can't do it, but you know that a person can do it. It is doable. You saw a lot of things today that a lot of you could do. You just have to believe that you can. Right?
Yeah, and when he's talking about walking it out of the outlanes, more of the classic games you can do that with, like Kiss, Play, you know, where what you're doing is, you know, you got the ball, and I don't think I would be able to do it on this one, but you know, you got the ball here, and you go, okay, well that sort of took it out of the outlane, and it didn't give me a tilt either. But if you do a quick back and forth like this, and you'll see the ball. I mean, it could be down all the way down here, and you do a quick back and forth, and the ball will just keep moving back up. And do you agree with the classic games? It's a lot easier to do that. With a game like this, yeah. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's the makeup of. I mean, it's wood. It's wood on both, so I don't know why it would. Maybe the metal of the.
The slicker play fields.
Right, makes it harder, but. And that's the thing, you know, if we had a classic game, I could show you the tap passes more, although I did show you the tap pass, which is huge. I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys have played Paragon before, right? Most of you. And I mean, you got the ball trapped in the left flipper, and you need to get it to the right, and you can't do the trick where you're hitting it against the post and it comes over here. It just doesn't work. You just got to give it a little tap. I mean, it's so small, so the flipper's only going up about this high, and it just brings it over to here, and then you can shoot those drop targets, and you know that's you know most of that game. So
yeah, and if you were to state where you always thought you do a full stroke flip, that's the way you use flippers. Now you have a new idea. Your mind has been expanded.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know when you start to play golf for the first time, and then you think, well, I can do a half swing. I can't do a half swing. I need to do a full swing, but that's not my game. So.
All right, so you're all believers now?
Oh, yeah.
Like this?
Go practice.
Okay,
Practice.
Well, thank you, Art.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Yeah, definitely.